What's going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Done with my exams. Looks like I got one A, waiting on another from a paper, and hopefully that's 2 A's for the semester in nurse practitioner school. So I did a stock and dividend analysis on Sunday. I got one that I had a conversation actually with a guy who's big into financial advising. I just ran into him, I'm not going to say where. We were talking about dividend stocks, and man, his eyes lit up. He's like, oh yeah. And we were just talking about really good stocks. I said, man, I wish I had the money for this stock and that stock. Have you ever done this stuff and moved around stuff with this stock? He goes, oh yeah. So I want to show you what stock this is. I really, when I was a kid, especially in high school, a lot of their products I used. I really haven't used some of their products in a long time, but this is a very good stock. It does have a huge dividend split history too, which I want to reveal to you. It's done very well against the S&P. This is a stock that I can't keep up with. If I put it in my M1 Finance dividend portfolio, there is no way I can keep up with it. This is a great stock for your traditional IRA. This is a great stock for your Roth IRA. It's actually higher than 1% for dividend yield, and it's a stock that's just blown up, okay? This is what's crazy about this stock is it's in demand, okay? You know, with technology, everything's in demand, and things are really rolling with this stock. And I really wanted to do a stock and dividend analysis in this video. I was irking to kind of do it a while ago, but I just didn't have the time, but now I do. So let's check out this video right now. That stock would be Texas Instruments. So when I was in high school, the one thing I remember about these guys were their calculators. They are big with the circuits and electronics. They are huge with, they're just huge, okay? And I will go over some products that they carry. Very, very popular company in the United States. And I'm going to reveal a wild card stock too after this, which I think is very interesting. And I deal with it at work, but let's talk about Texas Instruments real quick. Very interesting company. Okay, it has killed the S&P. This is a beautiful stock for your dividend portfolio, your traditional and or Roth IRA. This one has a very nice dividend yield, which I will reveal to you. But I also want to show you its stock split history, which makes this a very attractive stock. So I'll go over a few products that they carry, which make these guys a juggernaut when it comes to distributing dividends and growing as a company, because they're just off the chain, unbelievable. So let's check out some products that these guys carry, and then we'll start going over the dividend and its stock split history, which is very important for you guys to see. And it makes it a very interesting stock, because I'm going to tell you, it's starting to blow up, okay? And some people are just not going to have the money for a stock like this once it blows up. So that's why I wanted to really emphasize to you guys, because this is just off the chain. This stock is off the chain, and you wouldn't believe it. So let's check out some products that they have. So I'm on their website, and the biggest thing that I always remember were their calculators. So they had their calculators we used to always have in school. So the TI, we had like a TI-83, and we used to have all those programs in it. And oh, there's the TI-84. Let's see if they should. I think there's the TI-83 right there. And these are really good. I mean, I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for a TI-83, my ass was saved in calculus because of TI-83 calculators, because those things, I didn't really, it's probably on me because I didn't do homework in, as much in college with calculus, but I got because of this TI-83, I made it through class, and I survived a calculus type course. And I also did well in physics in high school because of the TI-83. And I also did well in stats because of the TI-83. And I did very well in stats. I got like an A, which is probably why I'm a dividend investor, and I'm showing you statistics and numbers and graphs and stuff. So this is one of their biggest products that's for high schoolers, okay? When you go to high schools or colleges, the TI-83s, TI-84s are huge. So a few other things I'll go over real quick with some of their products, but I always think of the TI-83. I mean, they have big amplifiers. Okay, here's some things. Audio. They have. They're in the like with the conductors and stuff. It's crazy how many the microcontrollers and processors, the motor drivers. I mean, the data converters. It is crazy, like how diversified these guys are as a company. It's just, I mean, look at this. All this aerospace and defense, they're involved. I mean, this is just insane. Like how well diversified they are. Go to TI.com. It's unbelievable because when I tell people, if you're going to look at a stock, okay, you got to know what you're getting yourself into. And these are just some things of these guys. I mean, these guys are well known. They distribute a great dividend. And they're just well diversified as a company. And I'm just showing you some things. I remember the TI-83 of these guys. Here's some of their sensors. I mean, radar sensors, temperature sensors, unbelievable. I mean, this is really cool what they have. I mean, it's just so crazy, like how in-depth and technical these guys are. I can't even talk. How advanced these guys are with these products. Now, this is something I'm going to tell you. If I had $10,000 right now, and they said, would you put it in Texas Insurance? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I would say yes. For me personally, I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. I would put $10,000 in TI. I wish I had $10,000. If I had $1 million, like say, like if I won the lottery and I had $1 million, or let's just say, no, let's say, I don't know, if I was a multimillionaire or something, I would throw, I mean, $100,000, $200,000 in these guys, and I would feel confident enough that the dividends would be reinvesting. I would earn great passive income from this company. I had to like think for a second. Like, I mean, there's a lot of potential with this stock. I mean, it's just only beginning. I mean, it's just astonishing. You got to go on this website. Go on ti.com and just look at their products, because when you look at how in-depth and how intricate these guys are, and how their philosophy and how they serve, I mean, different age groups. I mean, kids with calculators, you have radar sensors, you have everything. I mean, it's just insane how like these guys are so powerful. So I'm going to show you its stock split history, which makes it really interesting too as a stock. So looking at these guys, they did a 2-for-1, a 3-for-1, a 2-for-1, 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 2-for-1 in 2000. So the thing is, like, these guys are just, they're big. They're a big company. And look at Apple, what Apple did. I mean, who's going to spend $400 for, a stock when you can throw $400 in, AT&T and get something really big out of it? So they have a nice stock split history. Now, again, it's not a financial advisor, but if you look at the statistics and the trends, they have split their stock a lot. And it has a total of 6 stock splits, if you look at that. And these guys have blown up so fast and so big, the board of directors is going to have to make a call eventually to do another one. I mean, who is going to, like, 200, 300, 400? I don't got the money for that. I'm not, if the price per share is that big, I mean, BlackRock also is starting to get to that point. It's like, it's so big, like, what are you going to do? And so there's a lot of decisions that you have to make. So let me show you its dividend history, which make these guys another solid dividend stock with their price. So I'm going to jump to its dividend history. So according to NASDAQ.com, they have a PE ratio of 27.55, a dividend yield of 2.13%, annual dividend of 4.08, and it distributes a dividend. Okay, well, looks like it's a quarterly dividend stock. Okay, and it has increased its dividend over time. How can you say no to that? Look at how fast it has blown up. 30 cents, 34 cents, all the way to $1.02. Okay? These guys have consistently increased their dividend. They have a stock split history. This is a very attractive stock especially if you want to be a little bit more conservative. I like, the 3 to 5% with dividend investing, like with stocks. I try to gun for those, but you get a good bang for your buck with these guys. You know that they're going to adapt. And you know what? Don't forget, they could buy off someone, if there's competition or something they like. They are a juggernaut, okay? And I'm going to show you another stock that is another really good dividend stock to buy. Unfortunately, I don't own these two stocks, but these are things that I remember in my everyday life at TI-83. I mean, using that. But I'm going to show you a stock that my employer deals with, and they're a big stock out there that many dividend investors praise, just like Texas Instruments. So let's check that one out. And that one would be Automatic Data Processing, aka ADP. And I'm going to tell you, is my employer, I'm a registered nurse, we use ADP. Okay, ADP basically tells us with our paychecks and everything. It's a huge software company. I mean, literally, you swipe your badge, ADP's involved. I worked in 2 hospital systems. One of them is actually getting bought off by the previous one I worked at. They both used ADP. ADP is a very popular software company. Okay, it's a provider of human resources management. Okay, so it makes life easier for companies. Okay, look, my 1099, I got all that stuff. All I do is use, I can go on to ADP and it shows me everything. It makes life easier. I mean, with taxes and everything. So that's one beauty thing. The beauty of ADP is what these guys do. There are numerous employers, okay, across the world that use ADP, and it shows. Okay, they have a huge. They have killed the S&P. The S&P doesn't even touch these guys. So this is a great stock for your traditional IRA, your Roth IRA, or your dividend portfolio. And you know what? Them and Texas Instruments are great stocks for day trading. If you like to buy and sell, look at this little dip that happened when people bought them. Okay, beautiful company. Let me show you some more information about ADP. So recently they do have a stock split history, and again, these guys, what is it? It's not as aggressive as Texas Instruments. If you look at its stock split history, like 3 for 2, and was it 10,000 for 9,033 and 1139 for 1,000. It's going to be hard for something like ADP for someone to own 1,000 shares unless if you have a ton of money. Like I said, I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm going to give you the millionaire scenario. If I was a multi-millionaire, I threw 100,000 in ADP. I'm going to get some nice dividends. Okay, just the scenario base. I'm not a multi-millionaire. Okay, I wish I won the lottery. I mean, we all do, but that just doesn't happen. So, and the funny thing is, like, you see people go to the gas station. Okay, what do they buy? Cigarettes. Gee, I wonder why I invest in Altria and British Tobacco, and I probably need to get Philip Morris. Lottery tickets. They think they have a shot of making millions of dollars, for the lottery tickets. And what's funny is people I know that buy lottery tickets, they tell us, me as a dividend investor, well, that's gambling. Well, what are you doing buying tickets? You have an opportunity to buy a great stock like ADP or Texas Instruments, which I'll go over the ADP's dividend history in a second, and you're going to get a good bang for your buck. It's going to increase your price per share. You're going to increase a nice dividend over time. Your net asset value is going to go up. You get a good bang for your buck with these two versus buying a freaking lottery ticket. I don't understand people with, thinking that they're going to be a multi-millionaire. You have a better opportunity of becoming something or making it to $1 million with dividend investing, and let the dividends reinvest in the compound interest. That's what I was trying to emphasize. But let me just say this, with ADP's dividend history, this is what makes it very attractive as well. Now ADP, it's 1.91% dividend yield, a PE ratio of 32.34, an annual dividend of $3.72. Okay, so basically it's a quarterly dividend. It increases its dividend over time, and this is blown up. My gosh, 49 cents, 53 cents, 57, 93 cents. It's almost at $1. So you're getting a good bang for your buck in these two stocks. So let me know what you think of this video. I know I was rambling a little bit about this lottery scenario, but again, if I had, this is just me, I'm not a financial advisor, just look at the disclaimer in my comment section. These are the type of stocks, if I had a ton of money, I know I'm going to get a good bang for my buck into ADP and Texas Instruments. To sum this up, in summary, these two stocks increase their dividend over time. These are great stocks for your traditional and or Roth IRA. And these are great stocks for day trading. It's the three, okay? Let's just call it the trifecta, okay? It's good for a day trader, it's good for a traditional Roth IRA, and it's good for a dividend portfolio. So remember the trifecta. This is a great stock. I love these companies. I deal with ADP. They make life easier for me, like reading my paychecks and my employer. Texas Instruments, look at how much stuff they have, okay? I'll just say stuff. Just go to ti.com and look at how many products they carry. It's unbelievable. Your jaw's going to drop. And I remember the TI-83 calculators back in the day. So any of you guys that are investors, let me know if you remember those TI-83 games that we used to all play and stuff. But let me know what you think of this video. Again, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. ADP and Texas Instruments. You guys have a good one.